Mr. Mayor, members of council. I'm here to make some comments on 2 weeks ago meeting. Every 2 weeks you come here and you pledge the allegiance to the flag, and you end up with comments with the liberty and justice for all. I want to know, where is the justice when you decided to take away my zoning for 30 years? Where is the justice? I had almost 300 acres in this city. I'm the only one lost zoning over the last 10 years period. So, Mr. Mayor, tell me, where's the justice? How did I lose my rights after holding the zoning for 30 years? You told me one time, Mr. Mayor, they took people's right away where you came from. This is America. How do you lose your rights? Council Member Nguyen, I think you were fooled. You were not given proper information. You followed some other council members, what they made the comments on my project. If you knew the history of my property, you would not have voted. Mr. Hume, I think you and me have a personal vendetta. You should not have voted for my project. Why would you vote? You've been on this council for so many years. You and me disagree, strongly disagree about my property. Remember, I'm the only one lost zoning in East Elk Grove. Nobody in Elk Grove history has ever lost a zoning. My zoning was carried forward from Sacramento County zoning 1987. It was in general plan. County did not lose their property. I own some property next to the county. They did not lose their zoning, but I lost my zoning. I have one more comment on the planning department. I've been doing projects in this city. I've lived here for 40 years almost. I'm one of the oldest guys here. And when I did my project on Sheldon Road, planning department, CJ particularly, even on this last 2 meetings, his attitude was always negative. No, we can't do this. No, I'm not going to listen to this. No, we're not going to do this. Never answers emails. Sometimes he'll answer an email. You can't get to him to access. Why do you have people like that working in your department who have already predetermined mind, like you had, Mr. Hume? You should have excused yourself. This is a racial city. It's been racial. I'm the only one. I'm Indian. I'm the only one lost zoning. You know how much value that is? Approximately $80 million over 310 acres lost. Who else lost the zoning in this city? Who has, Mr. Hume? You've been here for a long time. You know that. Why did I lose my zoning? 30 years. Just in 30 minutes, I lost the zoning right here. Mr. Lee, you were misdirected. You told me, you assured me I will never lose my rights. What happened? Thank you.
I need clarification for the record. The direction the council gave was to go back out into the community. Jason, can you clarify that, or the discussion that we had a couple of weeks ago?
I think from the meeting last week, it was to check back in on the direction that had been provided on the general plan update. And so those items that were presented at last week's meeting, one of the properties was Mr. Kalwani's property. The other was the Triangle area. The direction for going back out into the community was for the Triangle area, but I think they were still moving ahead with what the general plan update had set up, and what the direction had been given for Mr. Kalwani's property was to go with what had been done to date for the zoning designation that had been given through the general plan update process. And I can look to staff if any other clarifications needed on that.
One more comment. Mr. Hume, you made every effort to get Triangle approved because those are your friends. You went after them. You were totally on the forest.
Guy, I don't know why you're coming after me, man.
Because
until
you
before tonight, I thought we were friends.
You went after my project for a long time.
I did not go after your project,
no,
sir.
You and me
no,
have disagreement for 17 years.
No, I did not. And in fact, your fight, if you wanted to wage it, was in 2004 when the original general plan was approved,
and you
which
were still
identified
there.
Your property as rural property.
You were still there. And you, even the last meeting, listen to your last meeting. See what you're saying. You just started right off the bat. No. Why? Why can't you look at your council is controlled by 10 or 12 people in Sheldon area? The whole council is controlled like that? Why, Mr. Hume?
I don't know why
You
you're
need to be
singling me
fair.
out, Guy.
You need to
I
be
honestly
fair.
don't.
Mr. Kalwani.
Where is the
It catches me by
Mr.
surprise.
Kalwani.
Where is the
I thought
justice?
you were a friend of
Please.
mine.
Where is the justice?
Can I
Where's
ask
my
you something?
rights?
Please,
Where's
just
my
make,
rights, Mr.
make
Lee?
your statement, please. Make your statements. Your time is up. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. I just need a clarification on that because my point in this is when I share my comment, my interest was in the event that we do change the zoning, it's got to be consistent. The boundaries in which the rural area have to be defined. And that was the gist of my statement. I don't know if any of the members recall what the rationale behind that was. But I think that, I mean, that I don't know, thoughts, comments?
No, Mr. Mayor, you're exactly right. That was the whole just of the deliberation, was the fact that we identified a rural area within the city of Elk Grove. We defined those boundaries. The property in question lies within that rural area, and so therefore it is only permitted to go to a certain density.
Right. And so, anyways, any other comments? We're good?